Hello everybody, this is episode 48, day 52 of our Grand Island adventure. Today Ewan tidies up the living room a bit, ahead of trying to sort out the rubbish in the kitchen. He decants some paint for Pat, who will be able to use it, and the piles of rubbish in the living room has now grown. He also gets his chainsaw out again.
Good morning, it's week 8, day 4, Thursday, and after that lovely weather we had yesterday, it's raining again. So, look at my generator box, doing its job correctly. I've put a temporary shield up. The rain's just coming straight down, there's no wind. So that's irrelevant at the moment, but I put it up there yesterday because I didn't know what the wind speed was going to be today or during last night. And I didn't want the wind to change and it come this way and damage the inside of the box. So that's up anyway. It's doing its job, it's working. I'm quite happy with that. So this morning, so far, I've tidied the living room up a little bit. So I've made a way through to get to the kitchen and into the cloakroom, if you like, should I need to, or even upstairs. If I want to go sit in my chair in the bedroom and gaze out of the window, which I often do for hours on end. Just kidding. This stuff's not moved for weeks. This is a pair of velvet curtains and lots of wallpaper and just old books and such. The contents of the floor that's burnable, they're like the chipboard and the floorboards. Well, the chipboard's all here in large pieces, and all the floorboards and such is under there. I brought my tent out of the kitchen because I'm going to be doing something in the kitchen today. I've got the two doors from that wardrobe. That's just chipboard, that's going out because it's all old. The bedroom door, this has been here for weeks, so I'm not touching that at the moment with it being raining. This stuff is mainly plasterboard and things that I'm not going to use, like hardboard and thin ply that's just really old. So this is mainly to go into the trailer, but obviously not today, because if I put it in today, the weight of the trailer will double just in rain. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to start picking at this and putting what I can in this pile ready for tipping. Whether that'll be a skip or whether I'll trailer it myself, or we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to start picking away at this because what I want to do, I've got lots of tins of paint here with a lot of tins that are stuck to the floor. My friend Pat has given me a couple of, well, you can't see that, but he's given me a couple of large paint tins, plastic ones. So I'm going to decant as much paint as I can from in there into these paint tins and then take them down there so we can use them. But my main goal today is to make an impact on the kitchen, because it is starting to dry out now a little bit, and it'll be advantageous for me to have everything in one pile, which is here. So I'm going to crack on with that, give this a couple of hours, and then crack up the video again and see what an impact I've made on this. Right, so this is video 2 today. I've been busy here in the living room and kitchen, and I've managed to pull out all these paint tins without them all going over the floor. There was a couple of tins here that lost their bases, but I managed to capture it and get it all into that tub there. That was an empty tub. That's an empty tub, but I've just managed to do that. There's, what did I do with my torch? No idea. There's still a couple of tins there to do. But I'm giving up on this now. It's It's really difficult with it being raining. I can't take any of the rubbish out. I managed to get quite a bit of rubbish out here though. As you can see, my pile's got a lot larger than it was. I emptied a box and started putting plumbing junctions in because I thought I'd seen a lot of these before we started emptying the kitchen, but I can't see any more now with the lack of light in there. So I'll have to look when I get some kind of better light. I'll have to make one up or something that'll run on electric. I have managed to dig this out at last. It's a butane bottle, and it says on it that it's flow gas, and it belongs to Eoghan, property of and only to be filled by Eoghan Limited, 11 kilos. This is the valve that my brother wanted me to have a look at because he said he might have a regulator for it. There doesn't seem to be any gas in it. If I had a nail kicking around, I'd try pressing it and see what happens. Let's see what I can find here. Screwdriver. I don't know if this is too big or what. Yeah, it's a bit too big. Let me see if I can find a nail or a screw or something. Put my screwdriver where it belongs. Find a screw. Let's have a go. Bit of focus on it. There doesn't appear to be anything in there. No, can't hear anything. I don't know whether the regulator does anything different to this. But anyway, AD, here it is. It's as clean as I can get it. Does it look like anything you've got a regulator for? The bottle's orange, not yellow like I thought, but as Adi pointed out, it probably has two handles on it, and it does. So there you go, Adi. Have a right good look at that, and then ring me up later on tonight and tell me if you have one that'll fit that. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm definitely not doing anything else with that. There's not much else I can do today. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing something on the garden because it's supposed to be fine tomorrow and it's Friday, so I'll just go down to the hire shop and get a lawnmower and go over my lawn again. It's getting a bit big again, and I don't want it to be in a position where I'm having to empty the grass box every 2 or 3 seconds. So we'll see how it goes anyway. I'm not doing any more work in here today. Yeah, it's just a waste of time. I can't think of any other prep work I can do in the house. I really need this pile of rubbish going before I start on the joists. So I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to pack up and find something else to do. Hi, this is video 3 today. So I went out to Tesco's earlier to get a bit of something to eat, and then came back a bit more enthused about doing stuff. My chainsaw's been in bits for a bit over a week because I took the chain off to get sharpened, and when I got it sharpened it stayed in the glove box of the car, so I thought it's about time I picked the spares. I've got like a little spares thing for the chainsaw. Some weeks ago I found this, and basically this is the side of the chainsaw that incorporates the chain tensioner and the safety brake. Now this isn't the same model as my chainsaw, but a lot of the things I've noticed are interchangeable between different people's chainsaws of the same size, and I'm lucky that this is the same size chainsaw. All this is the same, this bit's the same, this bit here is the same, that bit's different to mine. So basically on my chainsaw, the clip that holds this washer on to the stud, the clip disappeared pretty early on in my chainsaw's life. I think it must have been missing when I first used it, because it didn't take long for the brake to fall apart. So when I found this one, I was quite delighted because it had the piece intact. So what I did was I took the rubber grommet off, and then I took the clip off, and then I took the washer off, and then I took the spring out like that, and then I pressed the stud out through that side, that big hole there, and I proceeded to fit it to my chainsaw. I should really have videoed the whole process because it's quite entertaining, but I did it anyway without thinking, and I thought, well, you know, it's done now. So I just transferred the pin, which on mine I lost somewhere in the garden. I may find it sometime in the future. So I completely lost my pin, that's why the brake just fell apart. So I took this pin and I put it in my chainsaw safety brake, and then I put my spring on like that, and then this piece here sits over the top of that clip there, and then I put the washer on, and then I put the clip on, and then the rubber grommet on, and I tested it a few times, snapping it forwards and backwards, and it was turning on and off alright. Basically what happens is, when the saw recoils, to stop it coming up and hitting you in the face, or to stop the blade spinning and hitting you in the face, this handle is pushed forward by your wrist, because you've got a grab handle here, and as the chainsaw whacks itself up, it kind of pushes that into your wrist and knocks it forward. And basically all it does is it takes that from this wide open position to a closed position, which grabs the blade and stops the blade. So this is the brake, that's the safety, and that's the brake, and it stops the chainsaw spinning, and I was quite lucky to come across that. So I'm not going to put the chainsaw on here because I've had it here before, and it's leaked petrol onto this bit, and it's taking a bit of the surface off, so I really don't want to mess about with that, so I've only just put it on. So here's my chainsaw back in one piece again. I've been sawing with it today because I went out into the front garden, and just there is the tree that was over here somewhere. Basically what Jerry did, he pushed the tree over and he pushed it all this way, and he left it there, and then he went and did some more digging over here, and I quickly whipped my chainsaw out and I lopped it off, so it was quite short, and then I chopped the bits up and threw them over there, or maybe I put them in the shed, and then Jerry came back and he grabbed the tree and he just pushed it with the bucket of his digger to there. So that's the root of the tree, and where is it? It was like down to there. You can see where I've been chainsawing all the way down to there. Okay, that's where it was lying, just there. So it was from there to there, which is about 5 or 6 foot. So I chopped that piece off first, and then I chopped another piece, and blah 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 blah, until I got it all off, because that piece of wood is really useful for firewood. This is less useful. So then I came back over here with the wood and piled it there. This, when it's dried out a bit more, will make great firewood, just split in half or split into quarters. It'll be really good. Now on this one, because I can see the rings quite well, I've actually counted it. Or was it that one I counted? I think it might be that. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This would be the 20th year of that tree, which again ties in with the fact that we think it's been empty for 22 years. So the newspapers that have been left in the building lead us to believe it was left for 22 years. The fact that the tree's 20 years old, could have taken a couple of years to go from a seed to a shoot, so it's about right, that I think. So that's a good job done now, and I can put this back on and put it back in the house and start using that again. So it's a little after 5 o'clock now. I've been busy quite a bit of today. I'm happy with the amount of firewood I've got. Firewood, chipboard, and then this is all just garbage. All the paint's going down to Pat, because he's helped me out so much with this trailer, so you can have all that paint. And I've got 2 tins left, so what I'll do is I'll leave that, which is empty. I'll leave that one here. That's half full. I'll fill that with the 2 that Phoebe spilled when she was here, and another one, and then you can have all that. He don't want the wallpaper, and I can't blame him really. It's pitifully ugly in pattern. So that's it for me today. I'm going to put the wood in the shed, and I'm going to clear up all my tools here, and I'll do some more work tomorrow. So see you later.
Thank you for coming along with us. That's Ewen and Phoebe Wilby on our Ireland renovation journey. If you want to be notified of updates and new videos as they are uploaded, please remember to click the subscribe button below and then hit the bell. Also, we love company, so feel free to share our YouTube channel with your friends. The more the merrier, and please leave us a comment if you wish. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time. Our love to you all.